So let's talk about interactive dashboards. So what they allow you to do is visualize your data at a glance. You can have a lot of information presented to you. In the past, only the study administrator had access to some metrics about enrollment and status about subject and events. With interactive dashboard, every single user has access to those metrics. And they are completely interactive in the sense that you can dip in and out your data points. So in one click, for example, you can look at all your scheduled event or completed event or SDV events and so on. You can also very easily customize what you want to see on your home page. You can drag and drop them and rearrange them to your liking. They are completely role-based. There are some dashboards that are specialized for monitoring, for example, versus data entry versus being an investigator that needs to apply electronic signature. And out of the box, we have a few dashboards, or we call widgets, because the dashboard is the name that refers to all the widgets that are displayed on your page. And we are in the process of developing additional ones. So without any further ado, let's go into the demo, which is always the interesting part of these virtual updates. So the first role I'm going to log in is the CRC. And so these are the dashboards configured currently for the CRC. And as I mentioned, they are completely interactive. The legend is interactive. In other words, by gliding your mouse over certain aspects of the legend, you can see certain areas of a pie chart being highlighted, which is very useful for looking at very small slices of a pie, like removed. You can also click on the actual data to look at the numbers and the percent. So for example, let's look at the signed subjects. So the only thing I need to do is simply click on the pie chart, and the system automatically shows me the signed subjects. I can also go back, and for example, I can look at my discrepancies, my open discrepancies, by simply clicking on number 3, and those are my 3 discrepancies. I click back. So I can set up a very streamlined process where I am able to dip in and out my data. I can also customize what I see on my dashboard by clicking Customize. And you have small and large widgets, and you can drag additional widgets to your home page. And submitting it will commit the operation. And now you can see that I have my event status details displayed on my page. So for example, I'm a CRC. I want to look at my, as you can see here, scheduled subjects for enrollment. I simply click on 8, and here are my 8 subjects, and those are the CRF that are ready to be entered. So it's very easy to get to design your own workflow around those dashboards, and you get access immediately to the information you need without filtering and sorting and navigating pages and so on. So we've completely streamlined your operation with those dashboards. So that's the first dashboard I want to show you. I'm going to now log out. I'm sorry. I'm going to log out and log in as a CRA or monitor to show you that those dashboards are role-based. So one of the monitoring dashboards available right now is the SDV progress. You can see over the last few months the progress for the SDV. You can look at the CRF available for SDV and the CRF already SDV'd. And here again, you can see the actual numbers for the various CRFs in different categories. And so if you're a monitor and you are interested in doing SDV, you don't need to go to the subject metrics and look for things that are completed. You simply click on this number here, and now the system display the CRF ready to be SDV'd. And this is fully interactive in the sense that we are working with real-time data. So for example, I've got 193 CRF ready to be SDV'd. So I'm simply going to click on one of the action to SDV the CRF. And now, of course, we have 172. And when you go back to the interactive dashboard, you can see that the number has been updated. Just like before, that user can customize the home page by dragging and rearranging dashboards the way they like it. And click Submit. And this pretty much completes my demo. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's go into the questions and answers.
Great, so it's time for our Q&A session. But before we field questions from you, our audience, we'd like to pose some questions ourselves. We have several widgets in our roadmap, and after this webinar finishes, you'll see a voting system allowing you to vote on which widget you would like to see built first. The widget that receives the most votes will be put at the top of our priority list in our roadmap. So we encourage you to join our open source community to keep up to date with our development cycle and be the first to know when the widget will be released. Additionally, if you have any suggestions on a widget that you'd like to see available on our interactive dashboards and you haven't seen it yet, please do let us know and we'll add it to our roadmap. So now on to a few questions we've received. So Mark, someone here has asked, can we request new widgets for the dashboard?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a community, and feel free to sign in and request any dashboard you'd like to see us implementing. We're very open to user feedback as always.
And someone else here has asked, is the data updated in real time?
Yes, as I shown, we are working with real-time data. So the data gets updated as soon as an operation is performed.
Okay, and someone else has asked, how easy is it to update my current system to include the interactive dashboards?
So we don't have an API right now. So those dashboards are JSPs. We are considering writing up an API for those dashboards, but it's not available right now. So if you're interested in implementing a widget, the best course of action right now is to tell us what you want to see, and we'll consider it in our roadmap.
Okay, and someone else here has said, can the data on the dashboards be exported?
The data can be exported using dataset and export. So you can export the metadata that we use to display in those dashboards.
Yeah. Okay, great. And someone, Rohit here, has said, can we get the numbers also along with the percentage on the pie charts?
In fact, we show both. I don't know if you saw that, but when I hover my mouse over one of the numbers, you see both the percent and the actual count.
And Caesar has asked, is it possible yet to export the graphical reports?
Not yet, but that's definitely something that we should be thinking about, being able to print those widgets and produce some very nicely formatted report.